planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yeah, plane. That's why. Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't do the planes, but you did the trains and you did trains and boat.
Or
a little bit of a car too. You know,
Automobiles.
automobile.
Yeah.
I love that movie. It's one of my favorite movies. John Candy,
Where are
Steve
your
Martin.
hands? In
Yeah,
between
and two pillows.
You're listening to the podcast where we talk about life, sports, family, and everything in between. Welcome to Just Talking Out Loud with your hosts, Ron and Terry.
Hello and welcome to the show. I'm Ron.
And I'm Terry.
And we have special guests. Ian and Matt are here.
It's me again.
It's me again. They're back from their vacation. We wanted to talk to them about. I was interested in the. We already had done kind of a pre-talk, because they took a train, and I thought it was all interesting to me, how the train ride and going. You're killing me, kid. The way he's playing with that mic, he loves it. There you go. There you go. But so I'm really interested to hear about Bermuda. That's an interesting story. We already know some of it, but you don't. So that's why you're here. So thanks, guys, for coming in. We're also going to play a game, too. We're going to play this, what is it called? Bamboozled.
Bean Boozled.
Bean Boozled.
Yes.
Okay. And then we're going to play a couple other things, too. I have a kids game of Would You Rather, and we'll do adults, too. And then we have a match game we're playing. So, first, Matt, and now Stephanie's not here, although Matt says Stephanie probably wouldn't be on anyway, right?
No, she's too scared.
Okay. So she doesn't want to. I mean,
you can edit out anything.
It's basically just us talking around a table anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not that we wouldn't say.
She might do it.
Yeah.
But she's working.
No,
Yeah,
no,
she's
right. I mean, I think if she could share a mic,
She'll do it.
Probably.
you know what I mean? She'd just sit like this, relaxing.
She would.
Yeah. But anyway, I want to talk about the vacation. So you guys decide to go on vacation. Was this something you guys had? Was it kind of something that popped up, or was it something you had really thought about doing? You know what I mean?
Long story made short, we sold our camper because the roof leaked, and we decided we was going to get a pop-up, but then we decided not to, and it plopped into my head, why don't we just go on vacation?
Okay.
So I come home from work one day, and she already thought of it
Oh,
and said, instead of buying a camper, why don't we just go somewhere nice? So then we started looking, and that's how we decided to go to Bermuda.
now let's start, because you guys, when you would go on vacation, a lot of times it was camping.
Yep.
That was your thing.
Yep.
You know, that was your vacation. You take a weekend, or
Yep.
you do whatever. You're really causing me a lot of editing.
What is going on?
It doesn't matter what you do to that mic. I can hear everything. Huh? No, it's you playing with the mic.
See, when
Yeah.
you touch
Here, let me
this,
just take that off.
Take.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that I did that to Zachary's podcast. I did the same thing. But so you decide you're going to go. Now, you didn't know what you were going to do that, right? For sure.
No, we was thinking about flying, and maybe going to Florida was one idea.
Okay.
I kind of thought of that, but then we looked into cruising again.
Okay.
So, and that's how we did that.
Okay. So you looked into pizza. Looked into we're talking pizza. Go get yourself some pizza. It's pizza and podcast. That's what we're doing today.
Oh, because whenever we first got married, we went on a cruise, and it didn't turn out very good. So we decided that we would attempt it again, and that's how we came up with a cruise idea.
Okay.
So
Now, you really didn't have did you know where you wanted to go for sure, or just kind of? Did you go through a
travel agent.
travel agent?
well,
or-
we did, but we didn't.
Okay.
That's another long story.
Okay.
So we was going to go to Cancun and do all of that, but then on the Carnival website, I seen where we could go to Bermuda. And I was
Okay.
like, we looked at pictures of Bermuda, and it was like, that's where we want to go.
Okay.
So we did end up booking a cruise for 5 days with Bermuda in the middle of it. So
Oh, that's cool. Then all kind of worked out. All worked to get out. There was
Yeah.
some things as to how Because you had to go to New York, right, to get to
Our
the.
port was out of New York, Manhattan, and we started looking into driving. I didn't want to drive to New York, but my wife did. And she said that she would drive, and that just kind of scared the crap out of me in a
Right.
sense. So we looked into other options. Airfare was one of the options. But then she came up with the idea, because she's seen it on the internet, where people were riding Amtrak.
Oh, okay.
We looked into Amtrak. I was going to leave out of downtown Pittsburgh, but then my brother told me to leave out of Greensburg because that's where he lives.
And the car could
And the
stay
car
without
could
paying.
stay there with blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So that's where we booked the Amtrak.
That's the part that's got me interested. Is I want to see Ian's how he did on the train, because it's not a short ride.
No, the Amtrak from Pittsburgh to Manhattan was 8 hours.
And even from Greensburg, it might be an hour less,
It
maybe.
was 8 hours.
It was still
It was 8 hours from Greensburg.
So it didn't matter.
And what does it take you to drive that? About
I think it was
5?
5.5 hours.
Yeah.
The thing of it is, it's the driving part. You have to take into consideration, the stress of where are we going,
And
how
long
many
you're gonna
lanes,
sit in traffic,
right?
which
Right.
lane do you need to be in at which point in this
Right.
trip, and yeah.
Because if you take the train from Greensburg, right,
Right.
and it's going to take you to not exactly to your hotel, but fairly close.
It
It's
was
very
2
close.
blocks away.
Right. Okay.
So, but there was lots of stops. We stopped in Harrisburg. We stopped in Scranton, Lancaster,
Philippine.
Where'd you stop?
Philly.
Philly. Okay.
And Philly was a pretty
New Jersey.
bad-looking town.
Okay.
No.
So there were other.
Jersey.
That's that other reason too. It wasn't like you had a straight shot. It wasn't.
No.
It was like they had other parts where they had to pick people up,
Right.
And
There
then,
was-
or drop people off.
I'm guessing there was probably 10 to 12 stops.
Okay.
From here to New York, we stopped. And then what the interesting one part was, it was all a diesel locomotive from Pittsburgh to Philadelphia. But from Philadelphia, we had a 20-minute layover because you cannot take a diesel train in through the tunnel into Manhattan. So we switched over to an electric train.
Oh.
So what they did, they took the diesel off, they discoupled it, they backed a electric train into it.
Okay.
So going from Pittsburgh to Philly, we were face forward, just like a car.
Okay.
But from Philly to Manhattan,
Now you're.
we were backwards because
Oh.
the engine, they disconnected the engine and put one on the other end. So it was kind of confusing, but
I see. They kind of pushed you one way, brought the
Right.
electric one in,
right.
and then took you. Yeah, took off that way. Okay, I got you.
But they had a dining car and everything on there, so you could get up and move around. And
Right.
So it's not like you're like when we go
No.
to Florida in 20 hours in the car, and every time you want to stop, you have to stop to walk. Oh, I got to go. I have to go to the bathroom. I have to, you're always stopping and losing time every time you stop.
Was it a? I'll ask you, Ian. Was it a pretty smooth ride? I mean, did you know you were on a? I mean, I know you knew you were on a train, but if you could you feel the track? Did you? I know you guys were going pretty fast too, right?
We were going 120, I think,
Wow, 120 miles an hour.
on electric, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it was kind of bumpy and kind of not bumpy.
Okay.
Like certain times you could feel it, and sometimes you couldn't feel it. But most of the time, my body kind of got used to it, and I couldn't feel it. So
Did you? Yeah, I was going to ask you. Do you have any kind of? Did you feel kind of? Some people get car sick. Do you ever feel like you're kind of getting sick as a train, or never?
well, not really.
No. Okay.
Dad though it happened a couple times.
Yeah, I mean it's just like being in a car, but
Yeah.
you're being thrown around a little bit.
Right. Right.
You go around a big bend, you know it. Yeah.
Well, you're going 120 miles an hour on it.
'Cause that was only in Philly.
Oh, okay. It's kind of scaled down
Once
a
we
little bit.
was in the middle of Pennsylvania,
It
it
was
was
like
60.
100 or something.
Oh.
It was between 60 and 80.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay.
But still, I mean,
Yeah, that's still moving.
right.
Did you guys eat anything on the train? Was it?
We did.
Is the food?
Yeah.
Was the food pretty good?
Stephanie had a
Hoagie.
she had a chicken salad sandwich. Said it was really good.
Okay.
He had some mac and cheese, and what else? You had something.
Doritos.
Yeah, they had.
Oh, I have
and
Doritos.
snacks and all that.
Oh,
You want to
yeah.
get? You want to get Doritos? You want to do me?
Well,
You want some Doritos?
I'm good.
Okay.
Him to eat Doritos and
Yeah, well, might as well. Maybe it'll take it away from grabbing the mic every 5 seconds. No, you're okay. Because you had a good time on the train. It wasn't that bad. You kept busy. Were you able to watch a movie?
Yeah, I watched a movie. I watched.
you take your iPad
Yeah,
or
you
your
could-
phone or whatever. It's
Internet
got free-
was available.
Yeah, but it was not very.
I was going to say, because you never know where you're going, right? You're going through
Yeah, you go through.
Amtrak gives you free Wi-Fi.
but it
but the
depends
Wi-Fi
on
might go
Yeah,
out. Yeah,
spotty.
it's spotty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had my thing that made the TV better on my iPad.
Your
Okay, so you did the
My
iPad.
Sponsor. My sponsor.
Oh. His sponsor?
Extrial Air Beam. Or Extrial Air, not Beam.
his glasses.
Oh, yeah. You didn't bring him, did you?
No.
On what?
I wanted to see these glasses that you were talking about.
I got a new accessory for it.
Did you? Your dad was saying how it, you look in these glasses and it's like this whole wall would be the video or whatever,
Theater.
like a movie theater. How's the sound? I forgot to ask you how the sound works.
It comes right out from the.
Oh, so there's headphones almost attached to the.
Headphones.
Okay. All right, so you didn't mind the train. The train took about 8 hours.
Well, I kind of minded at first. Like the first 7 stops.
You're like, are we there yet?
In 3 more hours, we would have been there. And I was kind of getting
He was getting anxious.
Anxious, yeah. Well, there's only so much you can do on a train.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. But at least you can move
And
around.
the car would have been the
And
same.
a car would have been, well, yeah. I mean,
And then every
About,
time
like,
someone had to go to
5
the bathroom,
naps
you'd
on
had to stop, find a place.
took a nap.
You know.
Is there a napping car? Oh, okay.
Took like 5 naps on there.
Yeah.
I couldn't fall back.
I can see where the stops, you're like, we're stopping again. Especially if you had,
But they were pretty quick.
they were, yeah, other than
Not at
the
the
switching the engines.
At the end, they were like an hour and 1.
Like it depended. Like Harrisburg was a big stop, so we took a lot of people in on Harrisburg. Lancaster was a big stop, but then you'd run into these tiny little stations that you might pick one person up or drop somebody off.
Okay.
As soon as they was off or on, it was gone.
All aboard? Did you hear that?
No, you could hear them blowing the whistle over
Oh.
bridges and that.
Okay. Okay. So the train, not bad. So,
I would do it again
okay.
in a heartbeat.
Okay.
Well, the train back home was a lot faster than the train going.
It was the same pace.
Is that because,
I think it's because we knew what we was doing.
Yeah, it was something. I don't know why. Probably
Oh.
because we were at the dining cart for like 5 hours.
No, we was only at the dining car for 1 hour.
it felt like 5 hours?
But they have the dining cart. The dining car has like the old fashioned
Seats.
seats in it. Like
Okay.
like a diner. You know, they got a table with benches where
Yeah.
you can sit in there and eat.
Right.
And it's nice.
Is it kind of like, I've seen some movies where they're on a train, and I just wondered, and they're in the dining car, and I've seen like they have, it's not tables, they're actually
Like
booths,
Yeah.
right? They're just booths, right? Yeah. So that's pretty close on.
There's only about 6 booths.
Oh, okay. How many people on the train? Do you know?
Coming back, it was completely full.
Oh,
And going, once we went from Philly to, they said that there was a game in Philadelphia. The Philadelphia Eagles were playing at home. So we filled up. And a lot of people got off at Philadelphia to go watch the football game.
oh, so they would take the train to go to the stadium.
Yes.
I'll be darned.
And I believe you could see the stadium from one of the stops.
Huh.
But
Okay.
once you get into Philly, there's so many connecting trains that run all over the place.
Oh, is that like a?
It's almost like an above the ground
subway.
subway.
Huh.
Like you could literally get off at the Philly station, catch like a little commuter train, and take it to the next station, or you could take it to the ball field or whatever. I mean, there was trains running everywhere in Philadelphia.
I'll be darned. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, when we were taking people on Philadelphia, the person on the announcement says, get everything off the other seat if you have a spare seat.
Oh, because
And
they're
then
so
random
full.
people would come sit with you.
Did you have a random person?
Yeah.
Say, oh, okay.
Me and him
Okay.
sat together. Stephanie got
Oh, she
random.
oh, poor Stan.
But it was
Yeah.
women
Yeah.
were like with it.
Right. Yeah. So okay, you get to your drop off from the train. So now you got to that took you 8 hours. So now you got to figure out how to get from the train station to the hotel.
So we stepped off the train. It was normal. It was all underground. We went from New Jersey into New York, totally underground. I had no idea where I was going. I thought we would come out of a tunnel and there'd be New York. That wasn't the case.
It wasn't the case.
The train stopped and said, "Here we are in New York." And I'm like, "Really?" And we're all underground.
Right.
So we grab our luggage, follow a sign, and then all of a sudden a room just opens up into this huge train station with thousands of people. Not thousands, but
Yeah, it is. The train station in New York is
a
big.
large amount of people
Yeah.
going everywhere. And I just looked at these two and was like,
What did we do?
where do we go from
And this is a Saturday night, right?
Yes.
When you got there.
So I looked up, I seen a sign for 8th Street. So I just started following it.
Okay.
And then,
Because you knew that's where your hotel was.
well, I just wanted to get outside.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So we got outside, and then it was pretty relaxed. I got my phone. I had the address of the hotel in my phone. I put it in walking mode. I held my phone while I was walking, and it took me right to the.
Oh, so you didn't have to catch an Uber or not. You just walked
it was
right to
2 blocks.
It was that close.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the way we did it. We could have got closer to the cruise terminal, but I figured I was trying to cut out taxi cars. So I figured if we could walk 2 blocks to get to the hotel,
Yeah.
I don't need a taxi.
Right.
That way there, I don't need to schedule 3 taxis.
Yes.
So that's why we chose
Okay.
the place we stayed.
Okay. Was the hotel nice?
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was a Hyatt. I think we were on the 23rd floor.
Could you ever see the city then?
A little bit.
Okay. What time did you get there?
We got off that train at 5 o'clock.
Oh,
And
okay.
by
So it was in the
time
evening.
we got to our hotel, it was probably 5:30. Well, it was probably closer to 6.
Okay.
By the time we got out of the train station and all that.
No offense that anyone lives in New York, but I did not like that at all.
The
New York
New
City.
York.
The
We
guy,
didn't-
some weirdo trying to sell a bag of coffee to Dad.
Oh, really?
And when we got outside, it was kind of a big boom of smoky air.
Yeah, well,
No offense to anyone out there.
Did it smell funny?
it did.
Okay.
Cigarettes.
Well, it wasn't sick.
Yeah, that's that.
There's like
that-
500 smoking shops.
That's like
And
the
they had, like,
wedding
stupid
that
names.
Sarah and Zachary went to.
They had stupid names like the Get High store.
Hence the funny smell.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So would he try to sell you a bag of coffee?
So we're walking, and his bum comes up to me, and he's like, "Excuse me, $5." He had a bag of Starbucks coffee. I was like, "Come on, I don't want that."
That's kind of a ripoff.
And then he hit up Stephanie. It was like, "Coffee, $5." She's like, "No." You know, but he was, I don't know.
Yeah. Right. Right.
There wasn't. I was surprised because I envisioned New York to be
More rad.
full of tons of people, full of bums, like just total chaos.
That is what I thought.
But it was the total opposite, in my opinion.
Okay.
And that's the total same thing as you said, in my opinion.
I thought that it was really relaxed and a pretty neat city.
Okay.
Other than
Well, Terry and Zach have gone, and they've
Couple times.
other than the recreational use
Yeah. Right. This. Yeah.
of the smoke.
Of the
I've
smoke.
seen 6 bums in there. One
Yeah.
with a big old hole in his pants.
Well, if you ride the subway, you see
I
a
could see
little
the
bit
bum.
more bumps.
We
but
didn't do that.
we did. We actually stayed in New Jersey the one time,
Right.
and we went through the subway into New York, and then it was nice out one day, so we caught the ferry across the river, and that was a really nice day because it was fall, but it was
And right where the ferry
the weather
is where we boarded the ship.
Oh, okay. So
That's-
that's where we came off and went into New York City.
Right.
And then we were all the way on the other side when we had to catch the taxi and go back to New Jersey. So, I mean,
So now you had to make. So you stay overnight at the hotel, and you had to make the boat by a certain time. I would imagine.
We had a boarding time at 10 to 10:30.
Okay.
So we got up at 7 o'clock, and by the time we got ourselves ready and we got the taxi, we made it there right at 10 o'clock.
Okay. Well, the taxi was an interesting
The taxi
story.
was interesting. He'll tell you about that.
You want to tell me about this? So
Okay.
you go out of the hotel, right? You're walking out, and tell
So,
me the scene. Tell me the
My
scene
dad asked the person how to flag a taxi down the day before.
the day
And
before.
she just says to push the button.
Okay.
And when we press the button, we get a taxi. We walk in there, and the seats were clean as could be. I was surprised. No one had to sit up.
You
in
mean of the
front.
car? You mean?
Yes.
Yeah, in the taxi. In the
Okay.
back.
Okay.
He had like these seat protectors on that had no cracks or anything that could get dirt inside her. And this guy, he was crazy. He stepped on it.
He got you. He got you where you were
We
going.
were drifting.
But this wasn't the guy that. This is an actual taxi.
Yes.
Yeah.
This isn't. The other guy was coming back.
Yes.
Oh, okay. We'll get to that then.
This guy was just beeping his horn at everybody and cutting people off. And
Beeping's like regular.
I mean, he was flying.
Trying to save you some money too.
I
I'm
don't know
sure.
what he was doing.
We were drifting. We were drifting across curves.
Well, see, doesn't that make the train ride that much more okay? Because I
I
don't have
liked
to
it.
drive.
I like it. These two were shutting their eyes because they were scared.
Oh, you liked watching him go back and forth and cut in and
Yeah,
out.
he was.
He was cutting people.
Was he
off.
saying some nice words?
No, he didn't say much at all.
Oh, I've got to give him
It's
credit
him.
for there.
He was more of a
Holding
like,
his own there.
I don't know what country.
My
he was
sister would have
from.
been yelling at him.
But he got us to where we needed to be.
That's
Yeah.
You make the boat. Now you're on this giant ship with what you said 4,000 people.
Yep. And then on beside us, there was a big old warship that was cool that you could see all
It
the
was an
air.
aircraft carrier.
aircraft.
Oh, okay.
It was a museum.
So we're going now. You're on the boat. We're going to Bermuda. Tell me about the boat. Tell me about your room. How big was the room?
I would say the room would be about this big right here, including
they
this
don't-
as a wall.
So okay, well, if we're we're looking at I have a blanket that kind of takes some of the reverb out. So he's cut the room in half. So I would say what?
Just
We'd say
like
this
this
is
room
probably
right
about
here.
20 feet
It was 20 by 10.
by 10, and
There
you're
was
all
a-
three of you are staying in this room.
Yeah, but it was roomy.
There was
Okay.
a bunk that I was on, and
You were in a
there was
bunk.
two
Oh.
beds that Dad and Mom were
There was like a bunk that folded down from the wall.
Oh,
I
okay.
hated
There was a
Okay.
couch underneath that, and then you folded the bunk down, and then me and her had a king bed.
Oh, okay. And it's all in the same room, though. Obviously, yeah.
And then you had a door that took you outside to a balcony.
Oh, you had a balcony too,
Nifty.
and you're on the second floor,
Second floor.
which would be. So it starts at the bottom, right, and moves up. So it goes
Right.
one at the bottom, two, or you know what I mean.
The 0 floor would be the hospital and the engine room.
Okay.
All that,
Okay.
in the brig.
And the
jail-
what?
The jail.
The brig.
Oh, they have to have a jail.
Someone went to
Well,
the
somebody
brig, I
went to-
think.
Somebody went to the
get
jail.
Then the first floor was all just windows. They didn't have balconies. The second floor is where the balcony started.
That's when you were at,
Right.
or where we're at.
If I
Okay.
looked straight up, I could see the bottom of the lifeboats. And
Oh yeah, they were hanging on the side.
Right.
Okay.
They even had names.
yeah,
The little lifeboats. That was
Is that what they were called? The little lifeboat?
no, it was just called the.
Yeah.
the SS.
The dinghy, the SS dinghy.
So our room was pretty nice. I
Good.
was happy with that.
That's good.
Our
But
room
we-
service guy was really nice. He makes these like animals out of towels.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we
saw
had that.
We had that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Those
kind
were
of cool.
On our
Yeah.
cruise.
That is
yeah.
pretty cool.
We had a
He
frog.
fire danced too.
We
Yeah, he
had
did a fire. Yeah.
elephant laying down, a regular elephant standing up, a frog, and a heart on our last day for when we went.
So you're on this boat for 5 days, right?
5 days, yep.
5 days. I was going to say something about the room. I lost it now. Now you have your own bathroom.
Oh, we had
We
our
have a
own
couch.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Bathroom,
Okay.
TV,
TV.
balcony.
I mean, I'm sure the TV. I mean, how many channels?
They gave us a lot of.
Oh,
gave
did they?
us a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
watched
channels.
it certain times.
Oh, okay.
We had the Cartoon Network. We had
Basic TV, I would say.
ABC News. That's how I knew about the shooting up in Maine or
Okay. All right.
wherever that.
I
Yeah,
wish we had
yeah.
the Weather Channel, though.
And
Yeah,
then there
we'll
was a
get to
bunch-
that too. The Weather Channel.
But then there was a bunch of other crap that they promoted, like their jewelry store, their perfume store.
Okay.
Yeah, we went to a show that was called a show.
It's called
we
The
weren't-
Show.
No, it's not called
Oh,
it, but it's
okay.
supposed to be.
Okay.
And when we get there, it all starts to be like just sponsors.
Right.
Like all
their
the
onboard store.
shops
Oh.
and all of that was there.
It's like watching the
the only
QVC network.
The only good part of it was the raffles and prizes. So
You won,
this
didn't you?
guy,
Yeah.
he was the host, and he was sitting back letting someone else talk, I think. He was by us because we had good seats on the side,
Uh-huh.
and he was standing there. And Dad told me to butter up to him, and then I would get something. So I said hello to him, and then like a couple hours later, he goes up there and he gives out prizes, and I got a bunch of candy. That would
Yeah.
cost like $50.
Well, he says $20 a pound.
Yeah, and it was 2 pounds of candy.
You go.
I got this tin too.
Anything left?
Yes, a lot
Okay,
left.
okay.
Mostly the trashy candy.
What kind of candy?
Trashy
Trash
candy.
Trashy candy.
Like
Candy he
Tootsie
don't
Rolls.
oh,
stuff like that,
Yeah.
or-
What
Yeah.
was?
He ate all the good
You,
stuff.
Yeah, I ate all the good stuff that
Okay.
was sour.
okay. So you buttered him up and got some. That's cool. So you guys do any? Now this boat is going to take you to Bermuda.
Yeah.
So what did you do in the meantime? Because you got what, 2 days probably?
It was
So-
To
one
get
day
there?
at sail.
1 day
It was
sail.
1 day at sea. So we basically
I want to
Eight.
tell.
go ahead.
So, we ate, we slept, we played, we went to the arcade, we swam, only for like 2 days though.
Yeah, he said the water was cold.
Not all of it, certain
Oh.
days.
Okay.
Most of the time it was.
Most
Well,
of the
yes,
time
you.
it
I've
was
seen you
sea.
get in water though. You don't.
Yeah, he gets
You're-
in our
I
pool
don't
when it's
care.
cold, when
Yeah.
I won't get in it.
I don't care.
I mean, you
like
tell
the-
it it's warm, and it's not really
It
that
gets
warm.
warm when you get used to
Yeah,
it.
it's right. Yeah, yeah, your body. Yeah, exactly.
You
Body
just jump
temperature
in
drops.
there, and then once it gets on, it's done.
Yeah.
Like day one, we were at sea. So we did some activities. We went to the arcade. We ate. We did this rope challenge thing. this
Rope course.
where
They put
strap
you way up in the high, and they put a strap on you.
Oh, did you do it?
Yeah, I
did
did it
both.
like 5 times. I did it twice on the hard side with no ropes. There's no things that you have to hold on to.
Yeah.
And Dad was being a chicken holding on for life on the post.
You're not. You don't like heights, though,
Yeah.
right? Or
Yeah,
no?
he only did it once,
I'm-
and I did it like 5 times.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was so windy, and that wind was whipping you.
That made it funner.
Oh, yeah.
I did it with no rope, a whole straight beam that was skinny on a rope.
It sounds like you had some fun on the boat, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
did.
I
It does sound.
tight-roped.
So
I mean,
day two comes.
he got yelled at too. Ian
I
did.
don't like to talk about that
Ian
anymore.
got what? Day 2.
No, when I got yelled at.
Oh, he got yelled at.
did
He's
you
in the
do?
casino.
Oh,
Tell him.
Casino.
No.
Tell him you were in the casino.
No.
But
in the
no, you weren't in the casino. Well, you were in the casino.
I was
but-
going past the casino. My parents wanted to play something, so I was just sitting there waiting for them to be done. They was on a crane machine, and I'm good at crane machines. So I barely stepped off the carpet to tell her which way to go, and I wasn't even touching the machine. This guy comes and yells at me
Get back on that carpet.
randomly.
Or he probably sounded foreign.
Brick.
Right.
He was
Not
foreign.
It was
Yeah,
fun.
everyone there was like Spanish.
Okay. So that was your yelling on day 1 or 2 or
That was
3.
probably on day 3.
Three.
Three.
Yeah, 3.
All right. So you're heading out to sea, right? You did the boat bother you at all?
Not at first.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Not at first. It was barely moving.
It was
We'd
nice
seen the
moving.
Statue of Liberty,
Okay.
which was pretty neat.
We got good. Someone
Then-
took a good picture where the sun was completely aligned with it.
Yeah.
And the torch that she was holding, there was a sun.
Oh, look,
on
it looked like it was on.
exactly on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That
cool.
was a good picture.
So that was day 1, leaving New York. We got to see the Statue of Liberty. It got night, so we went and ate. And it
Food
was
good?
Yeah.
It was all right. It was
Wait, 3
pretty good.
times a day, a whole
And
meal.
then day 2, we were at
Lots
sea.
to choose from.
That's whenever we did everything that he did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And day 3, we were supposed to be in Bermuda.
And then the story takes.
So
A
I go out
turn.
on the balcony, and I could see Bermuda, and I said, "Hey, we're here," because I could feel the ship slowing down. And I was like, "We're here." So the cruise director gets on the intercom and says, "We made it. We're calling the port of Bermuda to see when they're going to let us come in. We'll get back to you." 20 minutes later, the captain of the ship comes on, and I don't know where he was from, but he had really broken English.
Okay.
Yeah, at the time we didn't know what was going on. 'cause I-
And he basically said, due to Hurricane Tammy, we're not going to be able to go in. It's too dangerous, and it's very unfortunate. Then it all went to a
Meanwhile,
blur.
me in the background yelling at the guy.
All right, just let me.
But you didn't know at the time because they had told you it'll be a couple hours, blah, blah, blah. And you didn't know what exact, because you didn't have any internet.
No,
So you had no idea. You're kind of just like,
we
what,
had no idea what was.
what was going on? Yeah.
But
Okay.
I will say this: it was windy, and the waves were really bad.
They had to shut down the top deck because it was so windy. Any place outside, they had to shut it down. Because I put my hand out, and all I felt was water
Yeah.
and mist.
Oh, so there was a lot of water coming up,
a lot.
because of the waves.
Every time the front of the boat
Yeah.
hit the water, it would splash
Splash
out
out.
mist, and
Yeah.
the mist just ran down the whole side of the ship.
Right. Right.
And so I couldn't understand the rest of it. I just knew that we weren't going, and he was upset, of course,
Yeah.
which I understood.
Yeah.
And then the cruise director came on, which could speak really good English, and said, here's the deal. We can't go to Bermuda. They said it's unsafe because of the hurricane. Blah, 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 blah. Everybody's getting a $200 room credit,
Technically money.
and they're going to give us a half off of our next cruise to make it up to us. So I was like, okay. So by the time we got him calmed down and
Oh,
explained
you
to
were
him,
you were pretty upset.
he was really upset.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because that's what this was all about. You were going to go.
Oh, yeah.
Because
To
the, I mean,
Bermuda.
This was the main part of the thing.
the water in Bermuda was amazing.
You said that it just blew.
It was just like a teal color, and it was just crystal clear, and I was looking forward to it.
Did you guys have excursions you were going to do?
Well,
No.
we were going to go scuba diving.
Scuba. That's what I was
Well,
going
we
to
was
ask.
going to go snorkeling, but we were just going to go to a beach. We didn't book it through the ship.
No, you were just going to
We
go.
was just going to do it on our own.
Okay. Because you were going to be at port for like 2 days, right?
Yes.
Which is nice.
So you
That's
could
pretty-
get on and off the boat
Yeah.
and go
Right.
do some things.
Right.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's neat.
That's the whole
it's like
idea.
your boat is your hotel. and-
Right.
yeah.
So once we got him calmed down, there was a channel on the TV that showed where we were at on a map, and you could see where he was just kind of circling out in the ocean, waiting to go into Bermuda.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he starts going north.
Uh huh.
We're going back to New York. And so after that, we kind of went upstairs and ate, and there was a
You-
bunch of people.
You could feel the whole
I wish
boat.
I seen customer service when that happened.
Yeah.
They would
Oh.
have been yelling,
Oh,
screaming.
yeah, that would have been
You
bad.
could not believe the
But-
disrespect the people had. They were cussing.
Yeah, there was people.
I mean, there's nothing they can do. A hurricane's coming.
Right. It
Yeah.
was
I mean,
totally-
what do you want to do? Put yourself in danger? I'm
Right.
like,
Now, didn't you tell me? Let me see if I got this right. One of the reasons too is getting into Bermuda.
There's a channel.
There's a channel, so
Yes.
depending on you could end up getting stuck, right?
Right.
Depending on how the hurricane and attack.
the
how
waters
it-
come up or the waters
Yeah,
go down
could
or
really
whatever.
be a
Well,
problem.
no, it's not so much that
No?
it's deep enough. It's just the width of it.
Oh, okay.
So
Because I read on the internet after we got back where a Norwegian ship was in the same predicament last year where they took them in and they actually got stuck in the channel because the front of the boat got pushed into the channel and they couldn't really go anywhere.
Okay.
It took them some time.
so that's
So
yeah.
that's one of the reasons I think.
And they're like, we're not doing this again.
right.
We're not taking this chance.
Right. So they just abandoned ship on that idea.
Okay.
So it was disappointing because, everybody was looking forward to getting off the boat, and here we are stuck on the boat.
Yep. For another 2 days,
Well, yeah.
right?
Right.
Because you're thinking, I got 2 days. Because you're right there.
Right.
And this is what time did they finally make the decision? We're going to go back. Was
I
it in the
would say
afternoon?
About 3 hours.
That was probably around
I would say it was kind
10
of.
or 11 in the morning.
Oh, it was in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of you could just feel the whole boat was probably
Well,
just
whenever we went upstairs, you could hear people.
the whole
cussing,
mood. Yeah.
And you could just tell people were just upset. And this guy was just like, this is my honeymoon, and they're going to refund me everything, and this is ridiculous. And I'm just like, listen, it's out of our control. Mother Nature, you
Yeah.
can't control it. And if anything, they even said, even if they did take us in there, there's a chance that we might not have got out for 2 or 3 more days. And then they said they didn't want to hold anybody's flights up or
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
travel arrangements,
Yep.
which made a good point.
Yep.
But if we would have went to Cancun, if that would have happened to us, we could have went to a different place because they
Right.
would have took us to a different other place.
But there's no other islands around.
Yeah.
Bermuda.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So
I
they,
see what
they
you're
even
saying.
said that we didn't have enough time to go down to Cancun to even dock for
Not even a half a day. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we didn't have the time.
Yep.
So basically, he turned around and he zigzagged to lose time. Because if he would have went in a straight line,
It would have taken longer.
we would have been in
Port.
New York, you know, a whole day and a half early.
Oh, early. Oh, I
What
see.
he did, he zigzagged
Okay.
in the ocean just to lose time.
Okay.
And then whenever they did cancel us from going to Bermuda, they shut all the decks down. They shut all the pools down because it was 80-mile-an-hour winds,
Ooh, man.
and it was wicked out. I mean, it was sunny as could be, and it was beautiful,
But the wind.
but the wind was.
So you're on the
wicked.
outer band almost of the
Yes,
hurricane.
That's what it was. The
Yeah.
outer band
Was still 80 miles an hour.
was 80 mile an hour.
Can you imagine being in the middle of that thing?
No.
You know.
So you imagine laying in bed and just feeling yourself
Yes.
getting thrown in the back of the bed. 'Cause
Yes.
That's what it would feel like. You're just doing that.
Oh, wow.
And it was constant.
Oh, I just
Until-
remember the shingles ripping off the roof when we were in a
hurricane,
Nag's heading in a
yeah.
hurricane. Yeah.
Now, you didn't get sick, though, did you?
I did, but I didn't. I mean,
Okay.
on the ship I didn't
Because I did on mine.
because we took Dramamine every day.
Well, I did. I didn't. I was fine up until we had to go down. Yours was upstairs. Ours was
Our
downstairs.
dining thing was downstairs.
As soon as I got downstairs, there was a lady sitting next to me, and she looked at me and she said, "You feeling funny?" And I said, "Yeah." And she goes, "Me too." She said, "I was fine the whole time." And then once she said that, then it set everything into motion. I'm like, "Oh no!"
And they went up. They went
They
to
went
the
up, and then
receptionist, and they
she
got
brought
him
something
Dramamine.
back for
Yeah.
me.
But
It was really
She
nice.
said they'll
Did you
give
meet
you
some
free
nice people?
Dramamine.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
We met
about
3 couples that
Yeah, it
were
was really
really
nice,
nice on
yeah.
ours.
yeah, we met 3 too.
I mean, there was people standing. You'd go sit down somewhere, and there'd be some people sitting, a table from you, and I would be like, "Hey, where are you from?"
Yeah.
And I met somebody. There was a black woman in customer service line from South Park.
Okay.
That's the closest one that I've seen, and there was people from.
That
all over
wasn't
the place.
customer service. That was at that coffee joint.
Oh, that's the coffee shop. I'm sorry.
Okay. He remembers all this stuff.
He does.
Candy
See, I don't.
straws. I remember.
So what did you do for you? You were upset because you really wanted to go to
He
Bermuda.
wasn't first. He was upset for.
I mean, but then you found things. Well, you couldn't do a lot.
Not
'Cause
an hour. Only like 20 minutes.
All right, well, 20 minutes.
come on, man, you got to get this story straight. He knows this stuff.
I
20
know everything.
But so there you go. There's your trip, right? You back in New York. Now you stayed overnight, right, at the hotel again, or no?
No, we got right off the boat
Oh,
and went right to the train station.
okay. And this is where
This is
where you learned a lesson.
right.
So we're going to teach you, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening, if you're taking a cruise out of New York, and you get off the boat, right, and now you see all these vehicles. Am I right?
No, there was a
No.
There was a 6-lane road that you had to cross, and on the other side of that road there was a big sign, a yellow sign that said taxis. So we were just going to walk over there and get a taxi to the train station. Well, in the middle of the road, these guys just start hitting you up, saying, "Hey, where are you going? I'm going to take you there." And we said, "No." And eventually, one just said, "I got you. Don't worry about it." So we got back to his car, and he was a really nice guy. He was from the Philippines,
I didn't believe him.
but
I thought he was some guy that was going to kill us.
Oh,
so then we get in his car, and he's like, "Well, this is going to cost you $45."
but
I'm like,
at this point, you just got to get to the
It's like,
train.
whatever.
Yeah,
I got to
give me.
get to the train.
Yeah,
station.
take me to the train on
So
time.
he did a good job. He got us right where we wanted to be, and
Yep.
he was pretty good. We get to the train station. We're sitting there waiting for the train, and these 2 women come with carnival bags. And I said, "Well, how did you get here?" And they said, "Oh, we took an Uber." And I said, "Well, I did too." And I said, "Do you mind if I ask how much did you pay?" And she said, "Well, we only paid $22. How much did you pay?" And I said, "Well, I paid more than that." And she's like, "Well, you fell into the trap." I was like, "Well, what do you mean a trap?" She's like, "You never take these people standing in the middle of the street because they can set their own price." So I learned my lesson there, which I didn't know.
Right.
But
She went through the app.
she used the app
Yeah.
and scheduled one.
Okay.
So it was only $22 to get to the train station.
It's-
And here I
but I
didn't know.
You live and learn, right? I mean,
right. And this is something that you learn.
that's how you.
And that's like when we were in New York, it was getting late at night. We wanted to go back to New Jersey. We took the taxi, and he said he could take us all for this flat rate, or he could put us on the meter. And if we got stuck in the tunnel, it might be more than that. So we took the
so-
flat rate, and we got,
Yeah. So you got on the train, and back home 8 hours. But you said it didn't seem like that bad on the way back.
Coming back wasn't bad.
Yeah, coming back was a lot earlier.
Okay.
I don't know
But it was
why.
the same distance.
Yeah, but it just seemed.
It was quicker because I think we knew what to expect.
We come back. We're going to take a break. We'll come back, and I want to talk about Matt has been feeling kind of
What?
not feeling great. We'll talk about that, see if we can figure out what it might have been. We're also going to play a couple games.
Yay.
So we'll be back. So you want to start a podcast. Maybe you're listening to the show today and you're thinking to yourself, boy, that would be fun. And I have a lot of things I want to talk about. Maybe today is the day. Maybe you're looking for a new marketing channel, or you have a message that you'd like to share with the world, or you just think it would be fun to have a talk show. And it is a lot of fun just talking to your friends. Maybe you have ideas about sports, life, or whatever your passion is. Today's the day. Podcasting is easy, it's inexpensive, and it's a fun way to expand your reach online. And where should you go? Buzzsprout. It's hands down the easiest, and it's the best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. And your show, believe it or not, can be online and listed in all the major podcast directories in minutes, like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcast, and you wouldn't believe how many more there are. And they make it simple to join all of them. Podcasting is not hard when you have the right partners, and Buzzsprout is the team to join. They are passionate about your success. You can join over 1,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout. We're one of them. We've been on Buzzsprout from the beginning, and I'm so glad I joined up. I had a little bit of an issue, emailed a customer service rep, and they got back to me within 5 minutes, and they had me calm down. It wasn't that hard, and what I was doing was my fault. So here's all you got to do. Click on the link in the show notes. It tells Buzzsprout we sent you. You can support our show, and if you get a paid plan, you get a $20 gift certificate from Amazon. Now, here's some other things that Buzzsprout provides. Like, you get a great looking podcast website. Now, a lot of people think, oh, I got to get a website, got to pay for that. No, you don't. They provide it for you. Also, they have audio players. Maybe you have a website. All you want to do is promote your show on your own website. You can do that with their audio players. And you can also drop it into other websites and on Facebook or Twitter. And they help you do it all. Believe me, Buzzsprout is the way to go. They've helped me immensely, and I've had a lot of fun doing it. So maybe today is a day for you to start your podcast. And if you do, check out the link below in the show notes and get a $20 Amazon gift card. So we're talking to Matt and Ian. Guys, really glad you guys. We're having pizza and podcasting. That's what we're calling it today. So Ian and Matt are here. So Matt, you haven't been feeling great since the train and the boat. We've been trying to figure out, and Stephanie too, right?
She's been getting it too.
So tell me what. So you get back in the car, right? You got off the boat right to the train.
Yep.
Train to Greensburg.
Yep.
Did you stay? You didn't stay overnight or nothing.
No,
Came straight home
We got home about 9:30.
that evening. It's a Saturday night.
Yep.
Okay. So did you feel kind of funny then?
I did. I had jumped in the shower and I felt like I was still
moving
on the boat.
I do that sometimes when I drive 20 straight hours.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
when I drove 17
But
hours.
you're on a.
I feel like I'm flying though sometimes.
You've been on a boat for. You didn't get a break from the boat at all
Right.
for 5 days. So then you go from the boat to an Uber, $45 Uber, to a train that's going, anywhere from 60 to 100 miles an hour, depending on where you are. So I'm wondering,
I got a combination of everything.
Yeah, and then you get in your car and you drive
Right.
An hour.
An hour?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So I took a shower and I could feel it. I actually had to grab a hold of the wall once because I felt like I was going to fall.
No
I was
way.
moving that much.
Oh,
And then
Jet
it was
lag.
bedtime.
yeah, kind of.
It was bedtime, so I laid down and I still felt like I was moving.
So you're laying there
I've
probably
actually
thinking,
dreamed that I'm driving and that I fly over the hills.
but was that it? I mean, you just
after
felt
I
like,
drove that long.
right? You felt like everything's
The
moving.
room wasn't spinning.
No,
I was
but-
just rocking back
Right,
and
yes,
forth.
yeah.
And the next day, I felt it. It was getting better. And then Tuesday, if I stood up too quick, I lost my balance. And she was the same way.
I'll be darned. What about Ian?
Not
Ian,
me.
nothing.
Did not affect me.
Huh.
I was fine the whole week.
No, like dizziness, nothing.
Nope.
But you and Stephanie both had,
You figure today's Friday.
yes.
I felt it yesterday a little bit, and today I have no feeling of it. So it lasted Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 days.
That's crazy.
I had that for 5 days, and it got better every day as I, but
Was there?
It's probably travel because
Oh,
they're
it has
not
to. I know.
used to moving.
It has
all
to
the
be.
time
And
like
you did
that.
a boat and a train. You went 5. See, I was wondering. Here's my thought.
And it might have been better if they would have been docked for 2 days.
That's what I was going to say. Do you
Then they
think?
would have had a rest. Then
Yes.
maybe they wouldn't have
Right.
had that.
Because think
such a-
about it, you guys were waiting to dock, right? In the
Right.
meantime, you're still moving to a
that
certain,
boat was moving.
still
Oh,
moving,
yeah, it was-
right?
it was
you're still,
rocking.
yeah. And then just turn around and come back.
right.
So that's my thought too. If you docked, maybe that would have gave
It
you a little
would've
bit of it.
balanced it.
Yeah.
It's just when I do a straight through drive, I get weird. you
Yeah,
know.
it's just that's strange.
It's hard to sleep it off.
Because I remember we talked, I think the Tuesday after, and you were telling me that you just felt.
Yeah, and me and her's been exhausted.
Yeah, the other thing was tiredness. Yeah,
I've just been so tired. And Wednesday, I come home from work. I sat on the couch. The cat crawled on my lap, and I slept for an hour and a half.
yeah. So there's something.
And then every time like he said, she didn't get up till 10 o'clock today. So she's been tired.
She's still feeling it too.
So it's weird because it's, you're supposed, and that's what we discussed the other night. You're supposed to be relaxed after vacation. But in this sense, we were relaxing. But in another way,
Relax too much.
I don't think it was too
Oh,
much.
well,
Your
it's-
body,
Yeah,
Just got used to the motion.
I think your body was recovering from all the motion.
yeah, yep, yeah. I agree. That's great. What was your favorite meal on the boat? Did you
There's
guys
this guy's burger joint.
the burger joint you
A
told me
guy named Guy, I think.
What's Guy?
for Ferrari or Fieri or something like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, that was really good.
So he
they
had-
have a pizza burger.
Did
They
you
put-
have it?
Yeah, they put mozzarella, pepperoni, Parmesan cheese, right?
Yep, and they put spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, and spaghetti sauce.
Oh, no
on it.
way,
It was
really?
delicious. Dad said it was the best burger he ever had.
Oh, you had the same thing.
Yeah, because it was unlimited. You could just eat.
Hey,
as
you
many.
could have anything that
Oh.
you want per the day. Like
If
they
I
had
wanted
the
to eat
sit down
20
dinner
burgers,
thing.
I could eat 20 burgers.
Oh, okay. It's all inclusive.
Yeah, so they had this pizza joint, and my dad asked them how many pizzas they made a day. It was 2,000.
Yeah.
And for the whole
2,000
crate-
pizzas a
and
day.
for the whole cruise, they made 10,000 pizzas.
That's a lot of pizza.
It is.
And just figure how much bread and that would cost.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's funny because you're on these ships and you see the waste because there's tons of food there.
they just
I mean,
throw
there's
it off
tons
board.
of food waste. Like
Yeah.
people would go to the buffet and get a whole plate of food and maybe take 3 bites out of it and just leave it.
Well, because they're
Yeah,
paid.
like-
It's free.
Like people
Yeah.
are getting stuff from the bars that's very expensive on the cruise, and some people are getting them and they're not even drinking them. Like, say there's an alcohol or something that's something.
Maybe a fancy drink and
It's
they didn't
like
like it.
it's
And they
like
just left it.
Yeah,
They-
because
it was
if
like
you
13
paid
bucks.
for a bar tab,
Yeah, $13
or whatever, you paid a certain price. Well, that's the time to try these odd
Right.
things that you always wanted to try. And then if you didn't like it, well, you had to pay for it anyhow. So,
So I did my research after we got back because it was kind of on my mind. What do they do with the food scraps? So they send them down to the basement, and they pump them into a machine that grinds them into like a slurry, and they either offload them at the dock, or whenever they're out in the middle of the sea, they dump it into the ocean for fish food.
if they have a lot, or if they have a
Oh.
little bit, they just dump it in.
I didn't know
Don't
that.
have a
And
lot.
it's interesting because there's got to be tons of waste.
Oh, thousands and thousands of food.
There's-
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Because I watched him. He doesn't eat the crust, and it's like, where did his crust go from his pizza,
Yeah.
I ate the crust.
or where did
Not all of it.
half
Am I
of the burger-
taping?
don't tell me you haven't been taping this whole time.
Is it supposed to be red or green?
I don't know. It's your thing.
I'm guessing it would be green because it's green. I don't know.
I thought I pushed the button though.
I don't think you
I-
did.
I think it is red.
Sorry, people.
I think it's supposed to be red.
Taping or not?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
I think it is. But anyway,
Yeah, sorry about that,
I,
everyone.
I think so. Yeah, it's red. I think it's supposed to be red.
Yeah, that's recording because it has the recording thing on the side.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. Thank you.
Ta-
All right.
I
Yeah.
still have the music on though.
All right. Sit back down.
So that's interesting. All that food.
It's amazing because the waste, they say that every time that you use the toilet, it goes down to the basement. They have a
Like a
waste
septic.
treatment plant. They say by the time they're done with your liquids, you can drink it, but they pump it out into the ocean.
Ew.
And the solids, they say, I think it was 3.5 miles out from land, they're allowed to dump it into the ocean.
So you're technically drinking half pee.
No, they dump that water.
They
Like
dump it.
1% pee though.
They dump that water in.
Then it's 1%
So the
salt
fish
water.
get it, yeah.
Yeah.
The fish are drinking it.
Wow, that's wild. I never thought of that. That's interesting.
But even on water, they pump the water in from the ocean, and they treat it.
Oh, and that's
Drinking
if you were drinking water.
So say
So
if
they
a
never
shark
carry
ate
fresh
a
water.
say if a shark ate a fish right below us, it'll suck the fish guts in.
They'd be eating poop.
Yeah.
Ew.
All right.
Are you ready? I'm gonna play a game.
Okay.
Okay,
Ready?
which one?
This is called Spy the Lie. I'm going to give you 3 different stories, sort of, or kind of
The
short
truth and a
stories,
lie?
and you have to.
Three
there's
truths
2.
and a lie.
Yeah,
Three
there's
truths
one
and a
lie
lie.
of these out of these 3. You ready? Here's the first story. The most common name in nursery rhymes is Jack. Number 2, there is a sport called bonsai skydiving. You throw the parachute out of the airplane first, then jump after it. That's number 2. Number 3, to make 1 ounce of chocolate, it requires 17 gallons of water. Can you spy the lie?
I'm guessing it's the Jack thing
Okay, you think it's Jack. Terry?
because I know what.
So we have the most common name in nursery
I
is
know it's not
is
chocolate
Jack.
because I remember the Sarah's chocolate guy coming in and telling us how many grams of water or things it takes
Gallons.
water to get.
There's bonsai
I'm thinking
skydiving.
bonsai, the skydiving.
You throw the parachute out and then go after it.
I
Well,
can
maybe
believe that.
someone does that, but I would never do
I'm
it.
going to be the oddball and say the chocolate.
Dad,
He might be the oddball, but he's right.
I figured.
The lie is
I was gonna say that.
to make
no.
1 ounce of chocolate requires 17 gallons of water. That's a lie. Well, you were right in a way. It's less than 17 gallons of water to make.
Right.
yeah,
So yeah, you were thinking, yeah,
That's an
you were on the right. You were on the right.
that's what Jack was because I thought it would be Mary.
Okay, we're gonna play match
Mary,
game
Mary,
real quick.
Contrary.
Then we'll do Would You Rather. I have a kid's version, an adult version. So I'm going to give you guys a blank and then a word. Like for
Is
instance,
this
so you can write down
What we
if
think
you
on here.
and when I say this, I want you to think. Don't tell anybody, but think of the first thing that comes to your mind
And write it out.
and write it down. Ready? Okay. Here's the first one. Blank mouse. So I have some of mine already written down. So first thing comes to your mind. Don't say anything. Blank mouse. Okay, ready? Tell me when you're ready.
But I have to read.
Okay.
I'm not fast right now.
That's okay. Oh, this could be good. Knowing him.
He's laughing.
Yeah. What are you feeling? It's not a paragraph. It's just one word.
I write paragraphs in school.
Oh, okay. All right.
Come on.
Here's number 2. Oh, excuse me. Paper blank.
I'm not done yet. Paper.
Paper blank. Paper what? We're gonna see how much we think. Kind of. You ready for number 3? Number 3. Sugar blank. I don't think I wrote this one down. I didn't write this one down.
Bless you.
Thank you. Oh, no, I hope it doesn't.
How many are there?
There's only 2 more.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Blank island.
Oh,
That's the first thing that popped in my head. It's because I'm old.
I know what yours.
How? Deplain. How about blank cheese? And there's one more. I'm sorry, there's one more. But this one's kind of, I don't know. Notebook blank. I don't even know what. I couldn't even think of one for that one.
I know.
Notebook blank.
I
I couldn't think of anything. I really couldn't. It just it didn't. Nothing came to my mind when I saw notebook.
I can't think of anything either.
All right, so we'll start at number one. Let's see who matched. Blank mouse. Who? We'll start with Ian. This ought to be good.
Kimmy pooped on a mouse and killed her.
That ain't even.
Yeah, I was thinking
Comes
Mickey.
to my mind.
I was thinking Mickey
I
Mouse.
said Mickey
I
Mouse.
said gray.
The
Gray
rest of
mouse.
mine are serious.
Okay, gray
The rest
mouse.
of mine are serious.
This is the guy that has a couple cats in his house, so he's thinking
we
of gray
have 4
mouse.
cats.
Paper
and a
blank.
Paper airplane.
Okay.
I thought I said paper plate, and then I put plane.
I put paper
slash.
bag.
Paper
I put
plate.
paper clip.
plane.
Paper. We're all different. That was a good one. Paper airplane was a good one. Sugar blank.
Sugar daddy.
I put sugar cane.
I put sugar candy.
I put sugar rush.
I put sugar daddy.
None of us are on the same page here. Well, this one I kind of gave away. Blank island.
Tiny island.
Tiny.
Desert.
Deserted.
I said,
Desert
okay.
island.
I
All
said
right.
deserted
Yeah,
island.
deserted. Yeah, I
desert.
said fantasy island. Blank cheese. Remember, was it Tattoo? Was that his name?
I couldn't think
The
of what it
plane.
was. I
The
was
plane.
thinking that, but I couldn't think of what that was called.
Blank cheese.
Spray cheese.
Spray cheese.
Cheddar cheese.
Swiss cheese.
I said moldy
I
cheese.
almost said Swiss.
I said moldy. Notebook. I couldn't think of anything with notebook.
I put tablet. Notebook tablet. I don't know why. Give me that notebook or
I
tablet.
can't think of anything. For
I
that.
have one. Prompt notebook.
It's
know what
notebook
prompt is?
something though.
Notebook blank.
You know what prompt is?
Prompt.
It's a story.
Okay.
Story.
Well, you wrote a story on the
and you
first
have to
one
read aloud.
for Mickey. All right, this is for you, Ian. You ready?
Yeah.
Would you rather? You ready for this? All right. Would you rather lick a dirty trash can or the bathroom floor?
Ooh.
Bathroom floor. I'll lick anything.
Okay.
I like the bottom of my chair
Oh man.
when it goes on the floor.
You mean just to do it, or
it
would
feels
you?
moldy.
Oh, cool.
That's disgusting.
Would you rather have a magic carpet that flies or your own personal robot?
Robot.
Yeah, I think I would go with that too.
You want to be in a movie?
Cleans the house for you.
Okay, would you rather
dinner.
be the worst player on a team that always wins or the best player on the team that always loses?
Worst player. You get more money for it.
Interesting. Okay. All right, we'll do a couple more. Then we'll do an adult one. You can fill in the adults too, but would you rather have one eye in the middle of your head or 2 noses?
He's contemplating.
He really is. He's thinking about this one.
I don't know.
It's either eye or two.
Yeah, what do you think? An eye in the middle of your head.
My nose
2
is
noses.
always running, so I want one eye.
3 eyes. I'll
Okay.
take more.
There's one eye
or a two nose.
or 2 noses.
Oh, one eye? Yeah, I'll take one eye. Of course.
Just one eye, and you'll have, okay, one eye. Would you rather see a firework display or go to a concert?
Firework.
Fireworks, okay. All right, Matt and Terry, you ready?
This is a book.
Super speed or super hearing? What would you rather have?
Super
Good
speed.
question.
What about you?
Super speed.
I think
Super
super
speed?
hearing.
Super hearing?
Might hear something before it gets to you.
True.
All right, here's one. Would you rather live forever with a lump in your throat or a lump on your forehead?
Forehead.
You know what? That's funny you said that because I was thinking, boy, a lump in your throat. I feel like I'm always got something in my throat. I can't
Go with
stand
the
that.
throat.
You go with the throat?
Really? You could
I would
feel
have
that.
rather have it on my forehead.
The lump on your forehead.
Super hearing would be
I
bad.
mean, you'd
because
only
you would
feel
hear
it
this
if
like
you
a
touch it or
high-pitched scream.
something. Where if you got a lump in your throat and you can't
True.
swallow right,
The thing
then
that's bad with super hearing, if you do get it, when a garage door closes, that would be a very high pitched squeak that would break your ears open.
yeah.
That would kill you.
Would you rather have a tiny mouth or big ears? Tiny mouth
Tiny
or
mouth.
big ears?
Tiny mouth.
Tiny mouth.
I'm going to agree. I know, that's kind of a goofy question.
All right, last one. We'll do this one here. My headphones. Pee every time you laugh or fart every time you cry.
Fart.
Fart.
I already got the pee thing, so I don't
Yeah,
have
I was
to
going to say,
answer
you already
that.
do the pee. If you did the pee and the fart, boy, you got both already going for you. So you're good to go.
Some people have to walk and
All right, so we have one more. Are we going to try this? Do we want to try this game? Now go grab it up, and I want you to tell what this is
Okay.
before we go.
What do you mean by telling?
Well, I need the people to know what we're going to do here because this could be really disgusting. Matt says he is not playing. So
Down.
tell me the name of the game that we're playing, please.
So this is Bean Boozled.
Bean Boozled. Now
Dare
tell.
to compare.
Okay, go ahead. Now tell me how we play this game.
So basically, you pick something that you want. Read them the flavors, not the bad flavors.
Oh, so there's not a game. You just pick a flavor.
There was supposed to be a spinning thing, but this is
Okay, this is another way of doing it.
Here we go. The good flavors:
yes, cappuccino,
cappuccino, pomegranate, birthday cake, toasted marshmallow, peach, strawberry banana smoothie, juicy pear, buttered popcorn, artificially flavored.
Now tell them.
I'm not done yet. Tutti
Tutti Frutti?
Tutti Frutti.
I don't know.
Tutti Frutti.
That you got it right. And berry blue.
Now,
I'm just gonna say this. I think toothpaste is a good flavor. Toothpaste is not a bad flavor. It says it's a bad flavor.
I'll tell
but
you
it's
what-
a good flavor.
I'll tell you who would agree with you. Fen. He goes teeth.
Yeah,
And
but
all he
teeth,
basically
but
does
teeth,
is
but
eat the
teeth.
toothpaste.
He
There's
did
supposed
eat
to be
it.
like a bad toothpaste.
Well, we
flavor
bought
in
him
this.
watermelon toothpaste
So
too.
tell him the bad flavors.
Bad flavors. Get ready. Liver and onions sucked. Dad had old bandage.
Yeah, but you don't know what you're getting, right?
Oh no, you're getting one of the good ones or bad ones. I'm gonna start over. Liver and onions.
Should I
which
be bringing a
got.
garbage can in here?
Yeah, you should because one of you's probably gonna throw up.
Okay.
So it's liver and onions.
Liver and onions,
I like liver and
Old
onions.
bandage.
old Band-Aids. That's
that
what
Matt got.
Yeah, Dad got that one.
Dirty dishes
Dirty dishes.
or dirty dish water.
Oh,
Okay, dirty dish water.
Stink bug.
Oh,
Oh,
the stink bug. Oh,
Barf. Dead fish. Booger.
booger.
Rotten egg.
I wonder if it's salty enough. Jillian would be able to tell you.
So, all right, how many
So,
more?
Here's how we're going to do
There's
this.
more.
Yeah.
There's more.
All right, go ahead.
Rotten egg. Stinky socks. And the good flavor toothpaste.
Which is on the bad, right?
Yeah, it's on the
Okay.
bad thing, but
All
it
But you think it's good. All
Continue
right.
on.
just tastes like.
All right, so
So each
kinda
of them's a
minty,
different
right?
color.
everything's it's different color.
Right, but you don't know which one's what. So what flavor do you want?
What do you?
Read them the good flavors.
Yeah,
What's
do
your
it again.
favorite?
Cappuccino.
I don't like that.
Pomegranate. Birthday cake. Toasted marshmallow. Peach. Strawberry banana
Okay.
smoothie.
You probably would like a
juicy
strawberry
pear,
banana.
But I could,
buttered popcorn, tutti frutti, and blueberry.
but I could pick one of these. It doesn't
Okay.
mean that's what I'm going to get. I'm just saying
But
that's what I'd
first
like
thing,
to get.
I want to do this.
Right?
Everyone open the thing and sniff it first.
I don't.
You don't want to
All right,
sniff it.
let me
You
s-
want to give him one.
Just sniff it once.
Smells like dirty feet.
Does
So
it
does,
really?
yeah.
the way
it
that I
does.
see you doing this,
Give it to Terry. Let her smell. Should I grab one?
No, don't grab one yet.
Oh. Can you tell if
no.
you can't tell?
It's got a minty, dirty feet smell.
No, there was no mint in
Hey,
that.
let me see that. Go sit back, hit your mic.
I'm not taking one.
All right.
Terry, what flavor do you want?
So if you people want to play this at home, it's called Bean.
Bean
I want blue
Boozled.
Bean Boozled.
raspberry.
Get
Okay,
six.
so we'll
get
get you a blue
sixth
one.
edition because it has a lot more on it.
So
Okay.
we'll get me a blue one, but it could be something else.
All right, don't
Here
eat
we
it
go.
yet.
Let
'Cause we're
chaos begin.
going to do this
Here's
at the
yours.
same time. All right, what color?
That's a good one. That's toothpaste. Or it could be blueberry.
Oh, okay. So all
How
right.
do you know the colors then?
I know the toothpaste.
What
one.
flavor do
That's
you
all
want?
I know.
Well, can I just pick a color?
Pick what you
Well, there's
want.
pear. There's
Well, I mean, if I say you
How
a
about
flavor,
strawberry banana? Like
if I say a flavor, you don't know what it looks like, right?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, you
On
do?
the back, it
They're
tells you what it
color-coded.
looks like.
Oh, okay. Well, give me a strawberry banana.
Okay.
He's laughing, so I don't know how this is going to go. Remember, I might not get strawberry. Why are you laughing? Do you know this already?
That's a bad one.
Should I bring a garbage can with
Yeah,
me?
see, I'll go.
I'll go get you
I
one.
want to get a garbage can.
So blue raspberry. If I don't have raspberry, I'm gonna have toothpaste.
Yeah, but toothpaste is fine.
You're not
Don't worry
playing?
about it. I'm not
So
playing.
so
You're not playing
I
either.
don't have to worry about this, huh?
All right, so here you go.
Just the hostess.
All right,
You eat it first, Ron.
I got a feeling I got the sneaky socks.
No, you don't.
I'm telling you, I
You
think I
just got
do.
to stick it in and bite it.
Okay.
Just stick it in and bite. She got toothpaste.
Oh, I did get toothpaste. It tastes just like. It just it tastes like Colgate.
Oh man,
What is
It
it?
tastes like
I don't
Colgate.
know.
What is it?
You know what it tastes like? Oh my god,
It tastes really like Colgate.
It tastes like-
it's so minty. It is.
Oh. oh my god. It almost this is weird, but it tastes like it's going to sound really strange. But I've had dental work done, and I could taste the
Bloody.
yeah, just the
He got the bandage.
I got the Band-Aid. That's what it is.
You cheated
That's
with
what
the
it is.
Band-Aid?
It's
That's not the Band-Aid one.
it's the
I
Band-Aid.
gave him a blue, or I gave him a red one.
You wanted strawberry.
Oh, I'm
You
not.
should have got dead fish.
Oh my! Is it dead fish?
You should have got dead
No, you got the
I'm telling you, that's a Band-Aid.
You got the bandage.
Stinky.
Oh
Band-Aid.
my god, that is awful.
And you swallowed it.
No, I didn't swallow it.
He-
Oh, I got it in my hand.
You want a trash can?
Just give me that Kleenex over there. Over here, right
right
there.
here.
It's right here.
Right there. Oh my god, I'm not. Oh, this is gonna be all night. I'm gonna be smelling this thing.
definitely.
Oh.
You gotta pick one.
Oh no, I don't. I'm done. I'm done. That's it.
Now you see
Okay.
why I won't play.
Oh my
Let me
gosh.
see. What other? Give me buttered popcorn.
Oh, you're gonna try a
You
bad
had her
one.
butter pop.
Oh, you're
I don't-
nuts. Oh my god, that was horrible. If you want to play this game, it's called Bean Boozled, right?
Get this one.
That's what she's getting.
Or butter popcorn.
I'm not getting anything. I'm done.
That's what she's getting.
I don't care what she
She's
gets.
being-
Grab me that.
Do that.
Grab me that cup right there. I gotta have
And
it.
that was really minty.
Which
I
one-
feel
what
like
color
I've
is it?
ate a whole tube of toothpaste. I feel like I've ate a whole tube of toothpaste.
Oh, that was awful. That was. There's no doubt
yellow?
about it. That was a. Oh, that was
Is
terrible.
that yellow?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I don't know if you got the good
That's
one.
kind of white.
Oh,
That looks white to me. Am I going to
gosh.
get the bad Band-Aids like him?
No, the bad Band-Aid is red.
That was awful. What'd you get?
Rotten egg.
Did you get rotten egg? You don't. You can't
She's
taste
eating
it.
it.
Just give her a clean.
I'm trying to figure out what it is.
What's it? Well, keep chewing.
It
'Cause
wasn't real bad at first, but now
I know. That's exactly right. It wasn't bad at first, and then it hits you like a ton of bricks.
But now it tastes like popcorn again.
Oh, so it's popcorn.
Oh, you're weird.
So you got
So is
the
it-
popcorn.
So you
I
got
think
popcorn.
I did, but in the middle it tasted kind of.
Buttery.
You got the artificial
Oh,
popcorn.
you know what?
So you need to try.
You got two good ones.
You got two good ones.
It was very, very different.
Here's
Actually.
another one. Here, try another
no.
popcorn.
What is the
Here's another
popcorn? What is the
popcorn.
other popcorn one?
I don't know. Should I try one more? I don't know if I can do this.
Is that better than the first one?
No, it's the same.
Is it?
So how come she keeps getting the good ones? I got the Band-Aid.
She needs
Dad got the Band-Aid.
to try another popcorn.
Why do you keep giving her the popcorn one?
She needs a.
He needs a bad one.
Well, it wouldn't be bad.
Bad one.
Is it still?
That's it.
She got,
Oh, come on. What it tastes like?
That tastes different?
Rotten.
Yeah, it's rotten egg.
Was it rotten? Oh, she's got it stuck on her tooth. If you could see her, if you could just see Terry's face with the it was it tasted with a rotten.
so you got two good ones. Till
Yeah,
hit the
you
third
should be.
one.
I got the
Yeah,
Band-Aid.
you got the bad one
It
this
took you-
time.
That would be.
The Band-Aid is
I
just.
took 3. I had very minty. I felt like I
all
ate a
Band-Aid.
whole tube of toothpaste with the first one.
You needed
I
that
like
now.
toothpaste. Give me some of that toothpaste.
The thing of it is, the band. When I tasted, I'm like,
Ooh,
okay,
I can't get rid of
this
the
isn't.
rotten.
Yeah, I know. I thought I had a good one, and then it hit me like a. I mean, it was awful.
That I ate that one that you. had.
Oh
That-
my god,
That ruined me for life.
I might throw up
No,
later. I'm telling
he
you.
got rotten fish, Dad.
No, he got the
You
bandage.
should have gave him the Band-Aid one.
He did eat the.
I
bandage.
did. That was a Band-Aid.
He wanted the strawberry one.
That's what he gave me. The red.
No, the one under it wasn't.
All right, whatever it was, It was
should've been
awful.
rotten fish.
So if you want to play a game called Bean Boozled, 6th edition, gives you all the. Can you get these anywhere?
You can get them on Amazon.
Walmart, Target.
And if
all
you are the owner of Bean Boozled, you'd like to sponsor our show, because I just tried a Band-Aid or something. I don't know what I had. It was
rotten
awful.
Band-Aid.
God, it was awful. Oh, thanks for bringing that game. That was
I had liver and onion,
cool.
and it sucked.
liver and onions.
It
Oh.
sucked.
Did
She-
it taste like liver and onion?
Oh yeah,
So you tried 3 of them, and the third one was finally bad.
yeah. Finally,
The fourth one.
Oh, it was 4.
She ate 4 of them.
You had 4 of them, and 3
The
of them were
fourth
good.
one was
There's only
bad.
3
The first one was toothpaste, but it just tastes like I ate a whole tube of toothpaste.
Oh, I'm not going to get rid
It
of
was
that
very
Band-Aid
minty,
smell.
and see, I like mint. Now, my mom would have spit that out because she's not a mint person. She
Oh
doesn't
my
like
gosh.
mint.
You should have her down
So
here.
if you
It hits you like a ton of bricks.
We need her down here.
It
We
really
might need her.
does.
You can't give her those.
Yeah, I gave your mom one.
No, but she didn't eat it, did she?
All right. Hey, thanks, guys, for coming in and playing again. Really appreciate it.
that is nifty. Those would be fun for a mystery party.
You know
could
what?
keep
It would
them
be.
because we don't want them.
We always thought if you just take these and put them in a bowl, and say,
Like, someone will get something.
You know
that
what?
one's really good, and then they take another one.
That's a good idea, even for the podcast, have them
"Gonna
sitting
leave
out.
it- we're going to leave this with you because there's some nasty things
You
in
could
there."
set it out in the middle and say, hey, there's some candy there if you want to try some. And then get the reaction.
Never fallen.
Somebody,
But then
Oh,
I would-
that was good.
So
I
what-
got blue raspberry. And
Yeah.
then, oh, God, what was
somebody
that?
works
You
on
know?
stealing your candy.
Oh, my God. That'd be perfect. If they're stealing your
that's what I
candy.
should give that to Tammy for the little kid from JFK was eating all her candy, so she had to hide it. She should have got them to put in there. They'd have taken all the jelly
You
seeds
gave
out
them
of
out
there.
for trick or treating. You should have put them in a bag.
They would never steal candy again
No,
if
that
they
would
get the
ruin it.
Band-Aid or you had rotten eggs or
Or
something.
Smelly socks
Oh
or
my
something.
gosh, I don't know. I may have to eat like 3. I don't know what I'm going to have to eat. Get rid of that. I can taste it.
Dad
It's
said
just-
it was gone for. It was
Ah.
there for a
was in
day.
there for-
Oh no. I guess it's my whole mouth feels like it's just
Well,
covered in
that's why I
bloody
don't want them.
Band-Aids. Oh, it's
What
awful.
it tastes like.
It's actually
Yes.
old bandage.
And it's weird because the first thought I got
It's
was
supposed to be.
I've had
Well, like when you have your teeth, your wisdom
And
teeth.
you know how that
and
taste-
got
there's a
that
weird taste, like
yeah,
metal?
When it's, yeah.
and then I was like, wait a minute, that's not metal. That's like blood.
Yeah, remember
It's like,
when you
oh.
get your
It's
wisdom
a
teeth out, they
bandage.
put all that gauze in there?
Yes.
Oh,
It's bad. I
Because it's
know.
supposed to be a bandage. So
Yeah, Bean Boozled. If you want to play a game with your friends, try that out. Or that's not
or
a
you
bad
could
idea.
do some pranks.
Put the bowl out in the middle of the table and see what and kind of
Ew,
see
what
what
someone
color.
stealing your candy
See
in
what
school.
color. Yeah, stealing your.
know.
Yeah, you'll know. Hey,
yeah,
thanks so
you'll
much
know.
for coming. We have to do this again
Yep.
though.
Okay.
We'll do this again. Don't forget to subscribe every Monday. We have a new episode, and you can follow us on Facebook or Twitter. And you can also we're really close to YouTube. We're getting closer because I just read a story where they're going to accept some of our feeds. So that'd be kind of cool. We could do some
How do YouTube videos?
comments. So that's close. Now we're not going to. We might just do audio at the beginning because I don't have all the money for video, and then we'll go from there. But hey, thanks so much for listening. Have a great week. We are out.
Happy fall.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show.